My name is Chrissy Anderson Peters, and I am the author of the recently published Dog Days and Dragonflies. Dog Days and Dragonflies is a collection of stories, both fiction and nonfiction, and poetry based mostly on my childhood in Appalachia, although I believe much of it speaks to life universally, not just in Appalachia. The stories and poems in this collection share a few themes in common. First of all, almost all of them deal in one way or another with family. Several of them deal with faith or spirituality. All of them deal with education, whether formal or informal, as hopefully all of us learn from the things that happen to us, the challenges that we face, the obstacles that we overcome, lessons learned. The first story in the collection is called A Day with Granny and is about a typical winter's day spent with my great-grandmother when I was a child. In the aftermath of the story, I share some information about the life of this amazing woman that I didn't know or understand as a child. Things that have definitely shaped my own life and my writing. The final story in the collection is called Does Your Papa Love You? And it is about a girl finding out that a childhood friend is being sexually abused and not being sure about what to do with that. In between these two stories, you'll find several others, many touching on childhood and issues including living with a single parent, the role of faith and church in life, trust issues, dealing with the double-edged sword called cousins, how to survive the summer doldrums, and even learning to drive. Additionally, some stories, like Something Stupid, deal with more mature themes like depression and attempted suicide. Lest I give the impression that the collection is overbearingly dark and oppressive, though, let me mention Retail Hell, a jaunty little tale about working in retail or customer service at the holidays. The poetry in Dog Days and Dragonflies echoes most of the themes in the stories, but presents snapshots of life as well as more narrative pieces. The first poem focuses again on my great-grandmother. It's called I Didn't Get Anything of Granny's. The final poem in the collection, entitled Crazy, comes from my father's side of the family and is a piece that speaks to the not-so-distantly past view and treatment of those considered mentally ill, and one man's memory of moving bodies from old graves to new graves, all unmarked. My favorite poems in the collection include Come Home, My Cousins Come Home, and Dog Days and Dragonflies. Come Home, My Cousins Come Home is about calling family members back to Appalachia, reminding them of their roots and the responsibility they have to teach their branches about those roots. Dog Days and Dragonflies, the poem that lends its title to the entire collection, is about summers of my youth, how each one seemed to stretch out forever at the time, but in retrospect, how very quickly they all passed us by. I also want to mention the artist of the book's cover, Beth Jorgensen. Beth grew up on one end of Baptist Valley in Tazewell County, Virginia, and I grew up on the other end. Now she is an artist in Arizona. You can learn more about Beth, the book, and me at our website, www.chrissyandersonpeters.com. You can also purchase the book through createspace.com or amazon.com. Dog Days and Dragonflies is also available through Kindle.